Good morning. Today's lecture is regarding a practical class for quantitative estimation of urinary creatinine. The estimation of urinary creatinine. So, how the quantitatively the urinary creatinine is estimated in the laboratory. So, the aim of today's practical is to estimate the amount of creatinine in the given urine sample. And the method is alkaline picrate method. The reaction is JASP method, and principle in alkaline medium creatine reacts with picric acid to form orange red colored complex called creatine picrate, which is measured calorimetrically at 520 nanometers. So here in estimating the urinary creatinine, the method used is alkaline picric acid method, and the reaction is called as JASP method. And the principle of this reaction is that when creatinine reacts with picric acid in alkaline medium, it forms a orange red colored complex, and this orange red colored complex is called as creatinine picrate. So the intensity of this formed orange red colored complex is measured calorimetrically at 520 nanometer. So the intensity of this orange red colored complex formed is directly proportional to the amount of creatinine present in the given urine sample. And reagents. So there are 5 reagents. They are number 1, 0.04 molar picric acid. So it is formed by dissolving 9.16 grams of picric acid in distilled water to make it up to 1 liter. This is used for color development. And second is 0.75 normal sodium hydroxide. It is prepared by dissolving 75 ml of 1 normal NaOH in 100 ml of distilled water. It provides alkaline medium for the reaction. And then third one is stock creatinine standard. It is prepared by dissolving 100 milligram of creatine powder in 100 ml of 0.1 normal HCl. And the fourth one is working creatinine standard, which is prepared from the stock creatinine standard. So it is prepared by dissolving 5 ml of stock standard to 500 ml of distilled water. Then next is sample. So 1 ml sample is prepared by taking 1 ml of urine in the conical flask and diluting it with 100 ml of distilled water. The sample urine is done so that sample dilution is done so that the solution obeys the Bede's law. So these are the reagents prepared in the laboratory. So these are ready-made reagents provided to you. You need not prepare it separately. So this reagent will be provided to you. You need to add the proper quantity of this reagent in the experiment to get proper result. So the reagents will be prepared by the technician in the laboratory. You need to add the proper quantity of these reagents to get the correct quantitative estimation of creatinine. Then creatinine clearance. What is creatinine clearance? So creatinine clearance is the volume of plasma completely cleared of creatinine per minute. It is represented by C is equal to U into V by P, which is already taught to you in renal function test. So here in this formula, C is creatinine clearance, U is the urinary concentration of creatinine in milligrams per deciliter, P is the plasma concentration of creatinine in milligrams per deciliter, and V is volume of urine in ml per minute. So normal values in males is 85 to 125 ml per minute. So normal value of creatinine clearance in males is 85 to 125 ml per minute, and in females it is 80 to 115 ml per minute, and in children it is 50 to 90 ml per minute. So this creatinine clearance gives you how the kidneys are functioning and how the volume of plasma is clearly cleared with the creatinine per minute. So next is correction of creatinine clearance. So earlier was creatinine clearance. So this is correction of creatinine clearance with body surface area. So to the same formula, if the body surface area of the person is added, then what is the value? So this is called as corrected creatinine clearance. So where the body surface area is taken into consideration. So correction of creatinine clearance of body surface area. If the average body surface area is 1.773 meters square, then corrected creatinine clearance is given by U into V by P. That is the same formula used for the creatinine into 1.73 by A. So this 1.373 is the average body surface area, which is divided by the individual body surface area. By doing this, you will get the value in ml per minute per 1.73 meter square. So the creatinine clearance is corrected by adding the body surface area. So here the formula of the creatinine clearance is same, that is U into V by P, to which the average body surface area, that is 1.73 meter square, is considered, and to which the actual body surface area of the person is taken, and U into V by P divided by 1.73 into actual body surface area of the person. So in this formula, if you substitute these all things, then you will get the value in ml per minute per 1.73 meter square. So this is corrected creatinine clearance value, which has been corrected according to the body surface area of the individual person. So here in this formula, A represents body surface area of the person. In patients with lower or higher body surface area, the corrected creatinine clearance will be higher or lower respectively. The normal range is equal to 105 to 115 ml per minute per 1.73 meter square. Then what is the significance of this creatinine clearance? So it is a sensitive index for GFR. It is important for early detection of functional impairment of kidney without signs and symptoms. So early detection of functional impairment of kidney is important here, because when this creatinine clearance decreases, that means there is somewhat functional impairment. By doing this test, you will be able to assess the somewhat functional impairment of the kidney is going on. So if it is not corrected and prolonged for longer time, then there is a problem of the or risk of getting the kidney damage to the higher extent. So early detection of this one is important to prevent the major loss of the kidney damage. So this is the significance of this creatinine clearance for monitoring. And next is for monitoring the patients with renal insufficiency under protein restricted diet. So creatinine coefficient. Urinary creatinine is expressed in milligram per kg body weight. So normally normal range is 20 to 28 milligram per kg in males and 15 to 21 milligram per kg in females. Then this is the procedure for estimating the creatinine clearance in the laboratory. So where you need to take 3 test tubes and mark it as test standard and blank, that is TSB. Then start adding reagents to these 3 test tubes one by one. The first reagent is dilute urine. Add 3 ml of dilute urine to the test and nothing in the standard and blank. Then second one is working standard. Add 3 ml of working standard to the standard and nothing is to be added to the test and blank. Then picric acid, add 1 ml of picric acid to the test and 1 ml to the standard and 1 ml to the blank. The next is distilled water. Distilled water is added 3 ml to the blank only and nothing to be added to the test and standard. Then the fifth reagent is 0.75 normal and sodium hydroxide. So 1 ml of 0.75 normal sodium hydroxide is added to the test, 1 ml to the standard and 1 ml to the blank. Then after adding all these reagents into the test, standard and blank, then mix well and keep the test tubes at room temperature for 15 minutes and read it against blank at 520 nanometers. Then calculation. The strength of the standard here is 0.03 milligrams. So it is and the volume of sample is 0.03 ml. That means the strength of the standard is 0.01 milligram per 0.01 ml. Understood? So the strength of standard is 0.03 milligrams of creatinine in 0.03 ml of sample. So according to this, the calculation is done in this way. The concentration of creatinine in urine, which is calculated in milligrams per deciliter, is given by the formula, that is absorbance of test by absorbance of standard into strength of the standard by volume of sample into 100. So here, if you substitute the values of strength of standard and volume of sample, so that gives absorbance of test by absorbance of standard into 0.03 by 0.03 into 100. So that equals to absorbance of test by absorbance of standard into 100 milligrams per deciliter. So if you take the readings of absorbance of test and absorbance of standard against the blank at 520 nanometers, then you will get the OD values. If you substitute these OD values into this formula, that is absorbance of test by absorbance of standard into 100, then you will get some value. So here is the value of already done test, where the absorbance of test is 0.47 and absorbance of standard is 0.40. Into 100, it gives 117.5 milligrams per deciliter. So concentration of creatinine in urine is equal to 117 milligrams per deciliter. Then 24-hour urinary creatinine calculation. So here the urinary creatinine value which you got in the earlier calculation in milligrams per deciliter, that is 117.5 milligrams per liter into 24-hour urinary output by 100. So this is done. So where the 24-hour urinary output is taken as 1500 ml, because here the normal urine output of a normal person ranges from 1200 to 1800 ml per day. So if we take the average value, so it is 1500 ml per day. So if we substitute the same thing, that is 24-hour urinary output in this, so it is 117.5 into 1500 by 100. So that gives a value of 1762.5 milligrams per deciliter. So 24-hour urinary creatinine value is 1762.5 milligrams per deciliter. If you convert it into grams, then it is 1.7625 grams per day. So the result is that the amount of urinary creatinine is 1.76 grams per day, which is the normal value, because the normal urinary excretion of creatinine ranges for 1 to 2 grams per day. So this value is the normal value of a normal individual. The normal range is 1 to 2 grams per day, as said to you earlier. So 1.16 grams of creatinine is required. Creatinine is required to form 1 gram of creatinine. So 1.16 grams of creatine is required to form 1 gram of creatinine. Then creatinine excretion is increased during muscular disorders, muscular atrophies, hyperthyroidism and starvation. Creatinine excretion is decreased in glomerular damage, acute tubular damage and hypothyroidism. And other methods to estimate the creatinine is the kinetic JASP method, then HPLC, that is high performance liquid chromatography, then UV, that is ultraviolet detection methods, then enzymatic methods. So these are the other methods of detection of urinary creatinine. So this completes the quantitative estimation of urinary creatinine.